when they brought bad fertilizer. And I'll give you evidence, the one that you want, because I think this is important. A company called Maisha Minerals and Fertilizers Limited. This is Defke, who is a partner of the president. He is also into fertilizer, and he is the one who imported bad fertilizer. Okay. So when the report came from KEBS saying this fertilizer is bad, President William Ruto ordered Linturi to allow the fertilizers to come in and forget about it. Then they wanted to arrest Linturi and take him to court for this fertilizer this year. And I told the president, you cannot do that. Mideka Linturi is innocent. It is yourself and Felix Kosgei who are buying fertilizer in State House. In fact, as we speak today, I want to tell the Kenyan farmers, today there is no fertilizer and the long rains are here. Because fertilizer has not been prepared. Because it's the president himself who does it. He decides from who at what price. And this has taken time. Okay? And again, finally, the Russian government gave us 40,000 metric tons of fertilizer.
The donation.
Donation. It was given to this man called Maisha Minerals by the president. And another 30,000 metric tons from Nigeria given to the same man. They blended and sold it to government. A donation from Russia, a donation from Nigeria was processed and sold to the Kenyan government at the same price that we were buying fertilizer from. And I would like you, now that I've told you, go and ask the Ministry of Agriculture, the fertilizer that came from Russia as a donation, which farmers were given free of charge. The ones that came from Nigeria, which farmers were given free of charge. The president gave it to Maisha Minerals, Defki, his friend, blended, packed, and sold to the Kenya government. They pocketed billions of shillings.
As we speak today, I can comfortably say that Rigathi Gachagua is going to replace Raila Amolo Odinga from the influential politics that he's been having in the country, both in opposition and in government. And on this video here, I'm going to give some tangible evidences or maybe reasons to show that Rigathi Gachagua is the next Raila Amolo Odinga that we have in the country today. But before I take you through, kindly, if this is the first time you're watching my videos here, please kindly subscribe, like, and comment, because that's the best support you can always give this channel, and that's how we get to grow. For those who comment after watching my videos, I want to thank you so much, because that is how I get to learn on what to say and how to say it. See you next time. Please make sure that you keep following. Now, let me dive into the topic today. Rigathi Gachagua is the next Raila Amolo Odinga, whether you like it or not. Actually, it's the current as we speak. Raila Amolo Odinga probably is now getting out. Why am I saying so? First, because of the courage that Rigathi Gachagua has always been showing. The courage that Kalonzo Musyoka, Eugene Wamalwa, and many other leaders have not been having. To stand, correct the government, correct the president, and point out some things directly without fear. That courage is in Rigathi Gachagua. Yesterday he held a press conference, an interview. And you saw how he was pointing out things to President William Ruto. How he was articulate on what he was saying. How he was specific, hitting the nail right on the head. Nobody is able to do that. It is just Rigathi Gachagua to speak today. Not even Raila Amolo Odinga now. Because he's in government, eating with the rest of the Kenyans. With the rest of the government people. So therefore, the fact remains he has courage that most of the leaders are lacking. And that courage, Raila Amolo Odinga has been having it. Remember, Raila Amolo Odinga pointed out the Eurobond, the corruption, including the NYS scandal. So many cases showed that Raila Amolo Odinga was courageous to face the government. And as a result, he has been in government all through. All through. Secondly is the support base. Raila Amolo Odinga had to do Nyanza and of course Western region. So that even if you call for demonstrations, boycotts, or any other thing that can affect the government, it was easier. In this case, Rigathi Gachagua has the mountain region. He is yet to call for any demonstrations, but I bet that if he does call for one, Nairobi will come to a standstill. Nyamakima will stop. CBD will stop. The entire country will stop because he can control Nairobi. At some point, actually mentioned that he can even ask people not to pay taxes because people are paying taxes that is being stolen by Ruto's men and Ruto himself. So therefore, as we speak today, Rigathi Gachagua has a support base that makes him to be the Raila Odinga that people thought they were going to lack. And whether we like it or not, as we speak today, we have to subscribe to Rigathi Gachagua now. Because who else can stop the government from doing some wrong things? Raila right now is in government. Who else can stop the government from doing some? Who can speak on behalf of the people? It's Rigathi Gachagua. I wish we all Kenyans stand behind him and support him. Because after giving the revelation that they started issues with President William Ruto 2 months after getting into office, I comfortably tell myself that Rigathi Gachagua is a leader to trust. A leader to trust. Next thing I want to talk about is exposure. Rigathi Gachagua is exposed to so many political things. He has been in various alignments. He has been with Uhuru Kenyatta. He has worked with President William Ruto. And he has been also a deputy president for 2 years. He has been an MP. So he has some knowledge and information that is very critical. Very critical. Just the same case that Raila Odinga used to have. Remember, Raila Odinga used to have so much information on what is happening in the country than even some of the leaders in government like President William Ruto. So Raila Odinga could easily get more information even about him being arrested or even getting information about some shoddy deals in government, corruption cases or scandals of any kind. That's crucial. So Raila Odinga used to have some intelligence that was very serious and working. Raila, considering that Rigathi Gachagua was in government, he also has connection all over. He's getting information from people from all over, all the sectors according to him. So he's getting information that is very critical for his moving forward. That kind of information makes him powerful to an extent that he can be able to expose the government, making the government to be very careful on what it does and how it does it. That kind of information is what is making Raila Odinga to be the darling of most all the presidents. That is Moi, Kibaki, Uhuru now, and now Ruto. So therefore, as we speak today, Raila Amolo Odinga has been replaced by Rigathi Gachagua also when it comes to the intel that he's having. Now, another thing I want to say is that Rigathi Gachagua is the only one we have. As we speak today, it's only Rigathi Gachagua who can come out and speak strongly against President William Ruto. Nobody else. Kalonzo looks like he's in the middle, still is a watermelon. He says only light things, only trending things alone. But when it comes to the things, the real things that are facing Kenyans, he does not speak about them. A real corruption case, he does not. I saw him recently defending the corrupt lady from Machakos County. So the fact remains here very well that Rigathi Gachagua has overtaken Kalonzo, overtaken Eugene, overtaken whoever was in power, until now he has become the real opposition leader in the country. Lastly, Rigathi Gachagua is very smart. He's a smart leader who knows how to maneuver his ways. First of all, from his career politically, a member of parliament once, the next year the deputy president. Who does that? Who does that? It's Rigathi Gachagua alone. It's Rigathi Gachagua alone. Once you're deputy president, that was miraculous. It's only smart people are able to maneuver their ways to that level, that fast. Whenever he speaks, he says something, you can see the smartness in Rigathi Gachagua. When Kibaki was sick and Raila said Kibaki tosha, I think Rigathi Gachagua can also say the same. And it can happen that you can bestow a president in this country. And I feel strongly if it does that in 2027, likely is going to be the Raila, now the fully bestowed Raila of our generation. So therefore, it's very clear that Rigathi Gachagua is the next Raila Amolo Odinga. If he decides today that he's going to take William Ruto home, he will, so long as the mountain backs him. If he says today that they are going to take William Ruto to the office, he will very early in the morning, so long as the mountain backs him. So therefore, Rigathi Gachagua is a force of his own, is a movement on his own. When insecurity was withdrawn, Rigathi Gachagua established his own security. It is doing well. We also saw what happened in Kasarani. The 100 youths who came to that place to attack him literally ran off. Literally, they were running like dogs. So that means very well that Rigathi Gachagua is the next Raila Amolo Odinga, whether we like it or not. He might not be able to be there for 40 years. But what he's doing right now, it's completely unbelievable. Because Raila Amolo Odinga was a prime minister, Gachagua has been a deputy president. Just in less than 15 years in active politics, as we speak regarding Gachagua right now, it is perceived to be maybe the next president of this country. Or he's going to decide who becomes the president. Such a powerful man. My name is Abel Mukwa. See you next time on here when we do videos. Please make sure that you subscribe, like, and comment, because that's the best support you can always give this channel. My name is Abel Mukwa. See you next time.